Hi Hannah, I was doing the attendance roll. Let's continue that. We have Kevin, Alyssa, yeah. Elizabeth, here. Mackenzie, Paul,
Here.
Riley, Destiny, Hayden,
Here.
Jordan, Hannah. Oh, she's here. Hampton, here. Emily, MRD. Kelsey, Hayden, Esther. Did I miss anybody? Okay, great. Does anybody have any question about your previous homework, or we have quiz too? Yeah, or quiz. Any questions? No? Everybody's good? Okay. So again, any homework or quiz or test, there's no late submission, so make sure you finish that on time. If any technical difficulties, like your power was out or any problem you are encountering, then you need to let me know as soon as possible. If I can help you out with that, I can help you. If I can't, because it's Pearson's problem, then you need to contact Pearson support right away. Okay, you can find it by googling Pearson support. Then there should be SMS number or phone number, email, or whatever methods they are providing. There are like 3 or 4 different methods that you can contact them. Okay, so don't wait until the last minute. And I strongly encourage you to start your homework earlier, because it is, let's say it's due on Monday and you are calling me or emailing me at Sunday night. I cannot answer you, right? And Monday, I don't have time right before your class. I have 2 other classes in the morning. I have no time to respond to you from Sunday night to Monday, right? And Sunday evening, I don't want to work. I don't want to have, all my work there. I need my rest too. So, because I'm a human being too, right? Oh, yeah, some little kids don't think that teachers have life, but we do. We need to have our lives too, right? So we need to respect our own lives as well. Then I strongly encourage you to start your homework in advance earlier. And if you have any question regarding to the questions you have in the problems you have, you can just email me. Then I can help you more immediately than if you wait late. Okay. Okay. So we are done with section 2. Now we are moving on to section 3. And the last class, I showed you this, right? The guidelines for problem solving. Who's the educator? Who proposed this one? If you remember, start with a P.
Alia.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, this is the Polya's strategy for problem solving. And we talked about that, right? So what do we do first? We need to understand the problem. We have to understand the problem. 2, you're gonna divide the plan to solve the problem. Okay? 3, carry out the plan. 4, check the results. So that's what we're gonna do. And a lot of problems that we're gonna do today, there's no certain pattern, there's no certain rule. Okay? So we're gonna see some problems. Okay. Let me give you one example. I encourage you to make a group to work together. Okay? If you want to work by yourself, you are certainly welcome to do so, but I strongly encourage you to work with other people this time. Because, well, two brains are better than one, and threes are even better. And I'm pretty sure you want to hear somebody else's idea too. Okay? And you can have your idea too. So have a good discussion about this problem. Okay. Here. Karen plans to purchase pizza. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. So this is a question for you. Karen plans to purchase pizza for a party she's hosting. Pizza Corner sells medium pizzas 14 inches diameter for $10 and large pizza 17 inches diameter for $14. A medium pizza has 8 slices and a large pizza has 12 slices. Only entire pizzas are sold. Assume the pizza slices are all about the same size. We're gonna find out how many pizza slices we can have. Okay, that's all matters, and how much we can stand. So the first thing is determine the maximum number of slices of pizza that Karen can purchase for $87 or less. The second problem you have to do is, if the maximum number of slices determined in part A is purchased in the most economical way, how much will the pizza cost? We are concerned about number of slices and the cost of that. You understand the question? And we are given so much information here. Maybe some are very important, maybe some are not. You need to determine that. Are you ready to work on this? Group, form a group of 2 or 3. I think that's good number. Okay, no more than 3. And work together. You can sit by side or back and forth, turn around and work together. When you're doing that, please think about Korean strategies for problem solving. Okay? So you need to understand the question and then devise a plan. How would you solve this problem? So you're good on
It's okay.
So when you're doing this, please read the problem carefully. Okay, read the problem carefully. Read it at least twice. Read it at least twice. You can understand what it's asking you to do. Be sure you understand the facts given and what you are being asked to determine. Next, make a list of the given facts. There is so much information, right? Write down all the given information first. And then cross out that are not relevant. So you're gonna have left only the relevant information you need to solve the problem. Right? So for example, I want you to start from writing down all the given information like this one. Like this one. So I have all the information, made a short list of them. Party host is Karen, pizza shop is Pizza Corner, a medium pizza costs $10, a medium pizza has $14 diameter, 4 medium pizza contains 8 slices, a large pizza costs $14. etc., etc. I have all of this down. So some are very relevant to solve this problem, some are not. Right? So cross out those what is not relevant, like this. Party host Karen. Do you need to know that? I mean, it's good to know, but do we need to have that? No, so cross it out. How about the second one? Pizza shop, pizza corner. No, you can cross it out too. How about this? A medium pizza costs $10. Yeah. So sit through, okay? Check all of this. If it is not relevant, cross it out. Cross it out. Okay? Continue that with your partners. You got that? You got that? Then you may have only these information. So what we need is a medium pizza costs $10. A medium pizza contains 8 slices. We don't even need a 14-inch diameter, right? Because it doesn't matter. The size doesn't matter. How many slices what matters, right? Yeah. So we need to think about a medium pizza contains 8 slices and the cost, the number of slices. And only entire pizzas can be purchased. You cannot buy slices, right? So knowing all of this information now, I think it gets a little bit easier. So how many of you already have a plan to solve this problem? How many of you do? I see 1, 2, 3. Most of you, I guess. Do you need a little bit more time to talk about your plan using this information? Okay, so now I will give you another minute for you guys to think about, devise a plan to solve this problem. And if you guys already have done that, carry out your plan and solve it. Okay?
Could you possibly go back to the slide with the question?
Yes. Right here. Can you move these things? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So are you guys having productive discussion to solve the problem? Yes. Okay, now what I have is, this is my plan. Can you guys take a look at my plan? So this is my plan. I wanted to have, because using all the information, I can have, no large pizza, just 8 medium pizzas, etc., and all the way to 6 large and 0 medium. This is all the combination that I can have, right? Then what I want to know is number of slices and how much they cost, right? So if you have similar strategies, I think you might have thought about this one too. So how about on your notebook, you make this table too. And can you figure out number of slices for each of these cases and the cost for each? So we can figure out what is the most slices we can have and then the cheapest price. By the way, let me ask you one question. How did I come up to only 7 different cases? How did I come up to this, only 7 cases? Can anybody explain that? Why not 7 large pizza? Louder.
Because 7 large pizzas would cost more than $87.
Exactly, we want to have less than $87, right? So I looked at, well, if we have 6 large pizzas, how much does it cost? How much was the large pizza? Let's go back. The large pizza, oh, we have information here. Large pizza costs $14. If you have 7 of them, how much is that? Times 7. $98? That's way too much for $87. So no, we cannot have more than 6. Because when you have up to $6, it's gonna be 6 times 14, $84, right? So that's a good number. So that's why I started from 6 large pizzas. Okay, because I cannot have more than 6. And then I can, lower that down. So these were all the combinations that I could think about. Now we need to fill up this table. How can we find the number of slices for 6 large pizza? How can we find it? Let me pull out your name. How about Justin?
Can you say your question one more time?
How many slices are there when I buy 6 large pizza? How can I find the number of slices for
So you would
6
say,
large
so
pizza?
large pizza has, how many slices? You said 12?
Yes, 12
Alright, so
slices.
12, so you do 12 times 6 to find the.
There we go. Yes, we can do 12 times 6. How about for this one? 5 large and 1 medium. Going back to the information. Medium pizza has 8 slices. Large pizza has 12 slices. So how can we find 5 large and 1 medium? How many slices? Justin?
Multiply.
Go ahead. Tell
So
me. 5 times?
you do 5 times 12, and then you do 8 times,
Yeah, 8 slices for medium.
8 slices, and you do that times 1.
Exactly, and then you can add them together, right? Yeah, we can continue that for the rest of that. Great job, Justin. How about the cost? How can we find the cost? How about Emily? Yeah, for 6 large medium pizza, let's see. 1 large pizza costs $14. So for 6 large, it should be, you just tell us how you can calculate. You don't have to give us the actual answer. 6 times 14, right? It's fine. And how much was the medium? Medium pizza, $10. So for second one, 5 large and 1 medium, you can find the cost as 10 times 1 plus 5 times 14, right? And you can continue that. Any questions? So please fill this up and show me your thumb. In front of you, you don't have to raise your hand very high. I just need to have a little bit of a signal about if you are struggling, then I can go over for you, as majority. So just show me your thumb, whether you are fine with it or you are struggling with it. So thumbs up if you're good, you found it. Thumbs down if you are struggling. Okay. Good. Yeah, I see a lot of thumbs up. Okay, so are you done with finding the numbers for this? Okay, I will give you about 15 more seconds. This is called wait time. Because a lot of the teachers, one mistake they're making is they say, oh, I will give you some time to solve the problem. And then they want the answer right away. But we, the teachers, have to be patient. Because sometimes lots of students need more time, and we want them to struggle on their own, right? Like the 15 seconds. Does anybody need a calculator? I should have given this to you guys earlier, so you didn't so much. Take out, anybody else? Anybody? No? Calculator? No? It's nice if you guys practice using this calculator, okay? Because I'm gonna allow you to use only this calculator for the test, okay? So don't use your cell phone calculator, for example. If you have any TI calculator or Casio, it's okay for now, but during the test, you are only allowed to use this calculator. So it's better for you to get accustomed to use this one, okay? Anybody else? I'm not selling this, so you can take it. No? Okay. Good. All right. Right now, I'm pretty sure you guys are done, right? So compare your answer with mine. Do you have same numbers as mine? Yeah? Okay, then let's think about the solution, the answer. So the original question is asking you to find the maximum number of slices of pizza, maximum number of slices. And then once you determine the maximum slices number, you need to figure out how much will that cost, right? So first, what gives you the maximum number of slices? 72 slices, right? So either you get 6 large pizzas or 4 large pizzas and 3 medium pizzas. If both of them give you same slices, same number of slices, now what do you need to determine? The cost, which one's cheaper, right? You don't want to pay more. So let's compare the cost, which is a better deal. 6 large, you need to pay $84. And 4 large and 3 medium, you have to pay $86. So yes, buying 6 large pizzas is more efficient, right? Okay. So are we good? Yeah, so problem like this. What did we do first? We read the problem carefully, at least twice, right? To understand what's going on there. And then what did you do? You made a plan how you're gonna solve it, right? And then you solved it. Then what did you do? Did you check? Did it make sense? And make sure you have that step too. Okay. All right. So that is the guideline that we talked about. And here is another problem that I'm giving you. So for problem solving, you just need to have a lot of practices. The problem solving situations are always different from, this one is different from the other. And, so you need to, you're going to develop that thinking skill. There's no certain rule to solve all the problems. Okay, but we can use that strategy that Poya has suggested for any kind of problem solving situation. Okay, so here's the second problem I want you to think about, ride-share service. Latricia uses a ride-share service to Latricia uses a ride-share service to travel to her local airport. Ride-share services use an app available on smartphones. Rideshare services have increasingly taken business away from traditional taxi services like Uber, like what was the other one? Lyft, yeah, Lyft, or I don't know, I think there was something else. The total fare that Tricia is charged includes a base fee is there, so no matter how far you go, you need to pay that base fee, right? Plus a mileage fee, so how far you go, plus a time fee, how long it takes. So there are three factors, right? Three things that are included in your payment. It makes sense too, though, right? Does it? Okay. The base fee is $5. So even if you go 1 mile, you have to pay $5 on top of everything, right? Well, so the base fee doesn't change. Base fee is $5. A lot of you already write down the important information. I think that's really good. So write down the only important information that you have. So the base fee is $5. The mileage fee is calculated at $1.10 per mile. And the time fee is calculated at 21 cents per minute. The distance that Tricia will travel to the airport is 17 miles. And it will take 25 minutes to get there. Use this information to determine the Tricia's total fare for using the rideshare service to travel to the airport. Can you help with Tricia to figure out how much she needs to trade? Okay, first, let me ask some of you for important information you had. Can I have Riley? Riley, what do you have as important information? Compare Riley's with yours.
I have that the base was $5,
Base fee is $5.
and then the mileage fee is $1.10,
Mileage fee $1.10 per mile.
and she has 17 miles.
And she has 17 miles.
And then the time is 21 cents,
Time fee is 21 cents per minute.
and she does 25. It
And
takes
25 minutes to get there. Any other information that you need to know? I think that's pretty much true. Is there anybody else who had a different information? No? Same thing? Okay, we are on the same page. Now, how can we solve this? Any idea? Any plan? Let me have Emma. Where's Emma? Emma?
Well, I made an equation.
You wanna make an equation? I like the equation, whatever you have. I'm gonna copy your equation down.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell me,
So I
tell me
did-
what your equation is?
5 plus
5 plus, that's $5, right?
Yep.
That's base fee,
1.10
1.10.
x
X, what is X?
17.
I mean, what is X? It's mile,
Per mile
okay?
plus 0.21 x. Or
0.21?
Yeah.
Can we put X or something else?
oh, you put something else.
Something else, why? Because
Because I
X
need
is
it.
mile, and
Yeah.
all you need to hear is
Minute.
minute. So let's rewind it, and we can define y as minute. Are you guys following? Yes, so because the total fare, let's put F, is from base fee plus is mileage fee plus time fee. So we have base fee as $5 and mileage fee, we pay $1.10 per mile when we said X miles, $1.10 times X. Time fee, we pay 21 cents per minute. So Y is the minutes that it takes to the airport, so you can multiply them together. So the total fare is the sum of these three fees, right? Do you agree? Okay. Now knowing that, what can we do now? What else do we know? We know the distance there, right? So to the airport, it takes 17 miles. So the x is 17. And what else do we know? What else do we know? Yeah, the time is 25 minutes. So the y is 25. So now we can substitute all of these numbers. So 5 plus 1.110 times 17 plus 0.21 times y, 25. How many of you have set up this equation? Yeah, now you can just punch your calculator to do that job, right? So when you're doing this, what you need to be careful is order of operation. You have addition and subtraction all mixed there. Which one do you need to do first? Multiplication. So we have two multiplication. You need to do these two first. What's 110 and 1.10 times 17? 18.7. Thank you. How about this? 0.21 times 25. 5.25. And we have 5 there, right? Now you can add them together and you get? Everybody same thing? And what's the unit here? Dollars. So you need to put total fare is 28.95. Okay, how would you check this answer?
Just plug 28.95.
Just plug what?
Like where you had your F, would be 28.5.
I don't follow you. Say that again.
Like where your F is, F equals.
So F equals this one? Does anybody have an idea how we can check the answer? Well, you can redo these steps, right? That's one way. Can we use any estimation to check our answer is reasonable? Remember we did estimation in the earlier section? So let's use estimation to see whether this answer is reasonable. Okay? So we have 70 miles, that's about 20 miles. If we put 20 miles, how much is that? 110 times 20. The mileage fee will be about $20, right? And I round this down to $1. So it's about $20. And how about this one? Time. You have 25 minutes and your time fee is 0.21. I can approximate this as 0.2. Then 0.2 times 25 will be 5, right? So 5, 20, and 5. 5, 20, and 5. That's about 30. And our answer is very close to 30. So we can use our number sense for that. Okay? I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about number sense a lot of times. Number sense is important, especially when you're checking your answers. Okay? So you can use your estimation there. Make sense? Okay, are you ready for the next problem? Are you excited? Yeah, come on. Yeah, you can do it. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Okay, this is a little bit different. Now you're gonna help me and your parents maybe. Okay, because I'm looking forward to my retirement.
Retirement.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So
When you don't have your job yet, you're very excited about that.
Very
Okay.
exciting.
But it's gonna come to your situation soon. So let's think about this one. It's never too early to start planning for retirement. See, it's what it says.
Let's go, guys.
U.S. Census Bureau data indicate that at age 65, the average woman will live another 21 years, and the average man will live another 19 years. But that's average, so some of you guys, you can live longer than that, so don't worry. The data also indicate that about 33% of the average person's retirement income will come from Social Security. When discussing retirement planning, many investment firms and financial planners use the graph in this figure, okay, which shows how long a typical retiree's assets or nest egg, considering nesting, will last based on the percentage of the assets withdrawn each year. So first, we need to understand what the graph is like, right? Let's take a look at that. So the title is how much you withdraw annually affects how long your money will last. We have two factors there. One, how much you withdraw annually. Two, how long your money will last. Right? So in this graph, we can find those two. So let's look at horizontal axis here. What does it say? The title is time money will last. It's a time, how long. So we can see that, 33 years, 27 years, 21 years, 18 years, da 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 da. So that's time. And the vertical axis here, it shows percent of assets withdrawn annually. That means you have to annually pay either 4%, 5%, 6%, or 10%. You need to decide depending on what your plan is. Okay? So, for example, if we're looking at this purple one here, the second one, what does that mean? The money you are investing will last for 27 years. So if you want to get your money for a long time because you are healthy and you think you can live really long time, you want to have long years there. Let's say I have some illness and I don't think I can live that long, then I'm gonna go a little bit more vigorously. So I can have a short year plan and I invest more, right? Does it make sense? So I can have more money in shorter time. That's what the retirement plan is. Are you confused? Or does it make sense? Okay, so that's what it means. When you know that, let's take a look at this question. If a typical retiree has retirement assets of 500,000, how much can he or she withdraw annually? If he or she wishes the assets to last 21 years, what is said here? He or she wishes the assets to last 21 years, right? So we're gonna find what is 21 years. Which bar do we need to look at? Which color? Orange, because it's yours is 21 years. Then, if you want to have 21 years, how many percent of assets do you need to withdraw? 6% of how much ever you are investing. Your asset is 500,000. What is 6% of 500,000? How did you find that? So you did 500,000 times 6%. 6% is what in number? 0.06, right? Because when you have a number multiply that by 100 is a percentage. So going backwards, you need to divide it by 100. So 6% divided by 100 is 600th, right? 600th is 0.06. So for that question, we can do 500,000 times 6%. In other words, that's same as 500,000 times 0.06, 100, right? And what do you get? 30,000? Yeah. 30,000. So you can annually withdraw 30,000. Make sense? Okay, let's look at the next one. How much should a retiree have in assets if he or she wishes to withdraw $25,000 annually? Previously, we found how much we are withdrawing annually. So now you are given Now we are given, annually how much we are withdrawing, right? It is 25,000. That's already set for you. And we already know 18 years there. Using that information, what else can we deduce? 18 years. So which bars we look at? Green. So how many percent? 7%. So when we withdraw 7% from your assets, annually you can withdraw $25,000. So now we're gonna find the original asset there, right? That's what the question is. So how would you solve this problem then? Can you help me? Think about what we did previously. We knew that our retirement asset, but now we don't know what that is. That's what you are finding here, right? But how many percent? 7%. 7% is annually how much? 25,000. We're going backwards, right? So let's do the same thing. X times 7% is what in number? 0.07 is equal to 25,000. To find x, what do we do?
Divide both sides by 0.07.
Exactly. You can divide both sides by 0.07. So this can be cancelled. X times 1 is x. How about on the right hand side? Hey, before you punch anything on your calculator, can you guess? This number will be bigger than 25,000 or less than 25,000? Bigger. How did you know?
Dividing by a decimal.
Exactly. You're dividing that by number that is less than 1, right? If you divide the number by a number which is bigger than 1, your number will be smaller. So you are dividing that by less number than 1, then it was bigger. So it's the same as what? What did you get? 25,000. Hey, actually, I want to show you how to do this. So this is the same as divided by 0.07, right? So let's suppose you don't have a calculator, then this is what you can do. 25,000 divided by, can you change this to a fraction number? This is 700, right? So this is a tenth, that's 100, and that's 700. Now it's fraction division. Fraction division, how do you do fraction division? Change it to multiplication and reciprocal of this number, right? Divisor. So 100 over 7. That's what you need to do. So you have 2,500,000. So actually 2,500,000 divided by 7. That's what you need to do. So yeah, the number is so much bigger. And what do you get? Tell me.
357.
357,000.
143.
143. That's it? Okay. Everybody got the same answer? Okay, so how can we check this answer? Using number sense. Hampton?
You could estimate.
Oh, yeah, estimate. Plug it back in. I like that idea too. So plugging back in, that's another way that you can do. Plug back in. So you have 357,143 times 0.7. I mean 0.07, right? And see whether you get 25,000 or not. So if you do that, what do you get? Exactly or close? Close enough. So we need to use this notation. Do you know the notation here? This is equal, that's approximately, right? Okay, so estimation, nice job, you guys are good. Okay, so are we done? With 4 minutes, thank you. Think you can solve this problem? What do you think? Or you don't want to? No, you don't want to. Yeah, it takes some time. So how about we start from example 4? Okay.